favela is safer than the other parts of the city. If you steal a phone here, probably you're gonna spend some months in prison and they're gonna release you there. But not here. Like here, the things are more hard. Brazil needed somehow show to the world that we could control this dangerous places. They created a project called pacification. We don't produce drugs here. We don't produce guns here. All of these come from anywhere else. There was a strategy of the government for like many years, like entering the favela and fights. And in this time, police died, drug dealer died, the innocent people died, and nothing changed. To be a cria is not only about living in this place, it's like carrying this place with you. Since we are kids, we have to learn to be respectful with the people. Mother, with your people you can see in the streets.
Hello everybody, this is another episode of my traveling and recording podcast with local people in Rio de Janeiro, and today I have Carlos, who is living in Rocinha for the whole life. He is a guide here as well.
Yes.
And I wanted to learn a little bit more about this place, about you living here, about your experiences, people, how it is being here like a guide, like a citizen, and how the life is being ruled here. So you have been living here for a whole life, right?
Yes, I born here in this place, and I still live here since I was a kid. So all my life I always spend here, kid, teen, grown-up man. So all my friends that are here, all my family, all my life is constructed in that place.
Yeah. And how do you remember your childhood here? How was it?
The childhood here is it's a little bit difficult, you know. So it's pretty normal. People, the kids, they come from families that they don't have the structure that we should have, you know. So sometimes you have only one of the parents, the other one have to work. So in the end, you have to be dependent a little bit sooner. Take care of your problems. I grown up in the streets. In the streets, I'm saying you go to the school. Because the school here works just in the morning or in the afternoon. So you go to the school, and after you have some time for whatever you want, in the streets. And you have to be independent. You have to talk to have your friends. You have to resolve your problems in the streets. How your family in my case, my mother had to work a lot for buying food for us that. So the idea was not giving her many problems. So if I had a problem in the streets, I was supposed to resolve it by myself. So, and that's quite at the same time, it's you grown up a little alone, but that makes you more free. So for example, I start to know this place here really soon, because we used to play hide and seek, have some thieves.
There are a lot of places you can hide.
Yeah. And that's it. You can explore the place easily, and there is a safety in this place here that only this place will provide, of kids in the streets and exploring by themselves.
Okay.
I'm saying about 10 years or 8 years old.
But what kind of problems did you face a kid being here? You said that you had to resolve them on your own. What kind of problems that could have been?
For example, in this things about being a kid, the problem is you're a kid alone. So sometimes you don't know what is wrong or what is right. So you can do some things of kids. For example, you go in a house, you're gonna knock the door, you're gonna run of it, or you're gonna while you're playing hide and seek, you're gonna hide in a house of someone, and this person can be a little bit bored with you. So this way you have to manage it by yourself. Or you have a guy that's bigger than you, and he's you're gonna fight. You have to fight to him. So sometimes you cannot call your mother for all the problems you have. You know? So that problems that you can have, and that's the thing. So in my case, I had the basic. I had food to eat, and I have a smooth to go, and I had clothes to use. And for this, I have to be thankful, because it's not everybody that had the same things. Well, yeah, some days it used to be hard, to have I don't know, meat but I never like, I always had something to eat. Okay. There are some people that like in the past, they didn't have the same opportunities. So the base I had, so the other stuffs, I had to run it for myself. That's the thing. Like I work as a guide today, but before when I was a kid, I used to see the tourists passing in the streets, and I used to try to make some money with the tourists, like doing performance in the streets, like playing some drums and anything to get some some money for I don't know, go to we have a place here. We used to have places that we used to call lang houses. These places used to be like people renting computers for the like play how to strike the game.
Yeah. I remember the same places.
You had these places,
Yeah.
okay. Today, I don't think we don't have a lot because people have like phones, good phones, and they can play like Free Fire and the things like this in the phone. But used to be a big thing here in the past. Like many places have places like this. So there used to be a place where you could like make friends easily. So many of the friends I did in this place, so I still have today. You have the best formula for a kid going to the drug dealer's way. I've told you, like you have usually one of the parents, the other have to work, and you have a kid's independence in the streets. So for one side, I told you like you have to be independent, learning like fast. But what would decide the way that you're gonna take in your life is like the people that you're gonna meet in the streets, in the same street that you stay. So if you like, it's completely easily you find like bad people. They're gonna influence you for some like ways that are not so good. For example, there's a street I grew up in a street called Street One. There I used to have a best friend when I was 10 years old. His name used to be Patrick. Say used to be because he's passed away. Okay. Like we grown up like playing the same things like in the same streets. There was some other guys there, and I don't know, in some way of our life we just separated. We didn't follow the same road. But it was when I found a social project called the Acona da Capoeira. Capoeira, it's a Brazilian martial arts mixed between with a dance, so it's something similar to the both. And I started to do capoeira when I was 11 years old. And after this, I entered in a social project of this, and I used to be like a family there. I did capoeira too, but they like teach us some languages. They try to keep us like most time possible in a place. Okay, this way we did not go to the other option.
Yeah.
His friend that I had when I was a kid, but he kept in the same place. So, and like he entered to the drug dealer's way. So he spent some time like being a drug dealer. So, like he still talk in the street, but it's not a thing that you can be related to. You cannot have like it's you don't have the same life. So it cannot be like best friends as in the press, you know.
But what happened for the lives?
He had some problems in his life. He even went out of the crime some years later, but like after taking some bad decisions, he had some problems of health, and he just passed away.
Okay. I'm just wondering, what are the rules of living here? These are like widely spoken, or there are rules that everybody knows but nobody is saying about? How the life look like?
Like the rules here, usually they are always clear for people. Don't say that they don't know, they didn't know that was wrong, you know. So since we are kids, we have to learn to be respectful with the people. Okay. That's the main thing. We have to be respectful with your mother, with your people you see in the streets. So that's like the main thing you have there. And apart this, you have a different. We are in the Rio de Janeiro, it's like Brazil. We have the governments of Brazil. Go apart this, we have some other guys that rule the place here. And these guys, they are like the the police of the place. They're not like the official police, but they do the rules here.
But is it like a group related to the government or
No,
more like
it's
a criminal group?
Yes, it's like a criminal group. It's pretty known. It's like not very known. It's completely known that the favelas in Brazil, they are ruled by the organized crime. Okay, and these guys, they start to be in these places. In a time there was no governments, there was no police, so there was no one for protecting the people. So these guys, they assumed this people. So this way, they are the like last words when you're talking about favela. And the rules, all of them, they part from these guys. So in all of them, they are like completely clear. So everybody knows. So these things about the respect. So that includes like not doing crimes here. Like since small crimes, just steal something, some clothes. The clothes is in the rooftop.
Mhm.
We could just go up. We could just take it. We learned like cannot do this here. Okay, you cannot since crimes like small like this until crimes with violence against people. So that's completely forbid in this place.
Even in favela, like in a favela, what would happen if you would commit a crime like that?
So if the thing starts to be, it's like it's not the first time you do this. Sometimes they put you off the favela, you cannot live anymore, or they can break you like that. They can like the many things. They are way more like hard than you would have in the police side. If you steal a phone here, probably you're gonna spend some months in prison, and they're gonna release you there. But not here. Like here, the things that are more hard. This way, people are more afraid of the consequences of the crime than the police. That's why the crimes here they don't.
So you are trying to tell me that actually favela can be safer than the other part of the city?
Like I can affirm you, like favela is safer than the other parts of the city. It's not like it's not that the city of Rio it's a war zone. No, but it's true that if you walk in tourist spots, like in the beaches, they are really like beautiful. You have to take some care because like walking your phone, it cannot be like it cannot be thinking that you are like in Disneyland or no. You need to have some attention. It's not like a war zone again, but you need to pay some attention of like what's passing around. Here, you don't need to be like this. That really does not happen like anything.
When I did a first tour here in the favela, like a few months ago, I noticed like many people with weapons, especially on the night party. So, what's the reason for the weapons when it's so safe here?
It's more about to showing that they have the power. This way you can like avoid the real conflicts.
Okay.
So if people know that you are like really strong, if you have like many soldiers, it's harder of just to come here and try something, you know. So it's passing a message. The main idea of the baile funks, the party that you went and you saw the dance, is like this. It's like at first to having a party for free for the people have here. Because one of the problems to live here is like sometimes not have access to culture within like this. So these bodies they were done for this for at first having a party for free for everybody go, and sometimes they can even hire like famous singers of Brazil to sing to these people, singers that they wouldn't have the opportunities to see anywhere else.
Wow.
For example, this Friday right now we're gonna have a famous singer that will come here to sing to the favela, and we're gonna have like many people that will go just to see this guy. And like they do these parties for get some money, like selling some things or renting some places for the people sell things, and like show power. That's why they gonna walk through the party with these guys. And sometimes you have like bosses there. Sometimes you have guys that are there just for showing their guns and everything, before avoid like anyone trying something.
Are there like many groups competing with each other here? So to whom they are showing off?
Like to the people, to the favela, and the thing just rumors just spread out.
Okay.
So in Rocinha they have like many guys. So it's like it's more about this, and yeah, it's about the difference between the police and them, like the police, they need to be in the places for protect the people. Here they don't need to be in the places, so they have guns, but they don't need to put its soda in a gun with a gun in its in every corner. Yeah, because what avoid that the people do the crimes here is the shape of them, like it's the consequences that they could have if they do something.
But is the police like entering here favela, or they're like
Yeah,
rather out of it?
in the last 15 years, we're sit here in Rio many international events like World Cup, Olympic Games, Lady Gaga, Alexander. Lady Gaga was there. But the thing is, for like Brazil needed somehow show to the world that we could control this dangerous places. So they created a project called pacification. The idea of this project was put bases of the police outside of the favela and make the drug dealers go out. So in theory, all favelas in Rio, they are pacified. Pacified in theory. And when I say pacified, they received the project of pacification. So all favelas, they have at least one base of the police there. We have one there. So we had the police are walking in the main streets here every time. But they're not gonna go in alleys.
Like alleys are like these prohibited sectors. Like I remember when I was like passing in with Gustavo, you had to check in on the entrance, then check out on the exit. These are the sectors you are talking about, or?
These check-ins, they are something different, but it's the same places. It's the same place. Like in a place like this, the police won't come out. It's not about that they cannot. It's about like, for example, you are in this project, like you are in the space of the police, and you are doing this, like you are doing your job here every day. You are like a father of family. You're police, you get like your 6,000 reais in a month. We don't want to go like to come every day to the alleys and like make full pics because you're not really resolving the problem. No, like this thing to resolve this problem is like this situation here is way more complex than kind of thing. It's not only putting the police there and like put the drug dealers out. There was a strategy of the government for like many years, like entering the favela and fights. And in this time, police died, drug dealer died, the innocent people died, and nothing changed. We don't have to think about this place and this situation here like the cause of the problem. This is just the consequence, you know? We don't produce drugs here, we don't produce guns here. All of these come from anywhere else. So there are many people doing a lot of money with this war of poor people against poor people, police against a drug dealer. Because in the end, the both are just like workers, you know? And that's the thing. So sometimes you need to think in a bigger projects than just putting in the police here. The pacification was like was the first try of doing this, because at the same time they put police here, they were doing some other investments there, like construct or hospitals, schools, some apartments, more organized with more structure to the people, putting social projects like police giving classes of music or jiu-jitsu or judo to the kids. But that's a thing in a small scale. It had to be like more.
But what about like corruption? Like, are they like corrupted and they're being ruled by the criminal groups as well? That's why they can live in peace in some extension.
Like a good movie for understand how works the corruption of the police and the government here is Elite Spot. It's part 1 and 2.
I watched that one. Yeah.
Like it's pretty like it speaks like a lot of truths about this place. And like if you just look to the place like to the places like this, you need to think a little bit. It's not possible guys have access to so many good equipments without like the permission of someone important. Yeah, that's the say. So we can say like yes, Brazil is we have a lot of this corruption here, but it's hard to tell like where is it.
But copy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm interested in your like perspective of the tourists like coming here to see favela. I'm curious whether they really understand what's happening here, or is it some kind of poverty being sold and like a spectacle, like a performance for them. They are going back to their places saying like my life is awesome because this is how it is on the other part of the world. How do you feel personally about tourism coming?
It's always depend about like how you're gonna do like the tour. Okay. So sure, like obviously there are the people that come here to see like already to see like to think that they are better and go out here like thankful for like for their lives. But the tourism in the favela, it's not about this. It's like we just start to question like why people go to Paris, why people go to like Rome, because these places they are beautiful, they have story, and we start to think that we have the same thing here. Look to that thing like it's something unique. It's really beautiful. We don't find this everywhere, and we have this. We have the same stories to tell too. So well, that's the thing. Before the tourism here used to be done by people that were not from here. So we are doing a podcast right now. We are talking about the story of this place here. Like you're not the first one that come here and do like documentaries or podcasts in your case. But what used to happen a lot is like we used to have like some people coming through the favela, and they used to see like something that they never see before, and they were like well received. And when they arrive in their countries, like the title of the video, I was in the most dangerous place in the whole world. Like that didn't happen, you know. That's the thing. People in the world, they used to have access of the information of the favelas just for people like this, people that used to come here like doing the documentaries and like selling the things they're interested. Because to be true, people want to see things that are different of their reality. They don't want to see, there's a place that's going really well. That's not interesting, to be true. This way, I can understand the people that do this. But the thing is, now in the last days with like phones, with social medias, like people, everybody, they can tell their own story. So they can do their videos, they can show in their like face of the favela. And that's what starts to happen in the tourism too. Like people from the favela, they start to get their place for like work in this. So they start to learn languages, they start to study more about the story here for showing in the right way to the tourists. So the idea of the tourism here is not to show you like poverty. It's not like it's not just that what we have. We have way more things, so we can go to see like a good point of view. We can show you a good restaurant with pretty good food. We can take like really amazing photos here. We can have show you like experience that you're not gonna have in other place. So I had like many people. They just told me that after doing the tour, there was like the best thing that they did here in Rio, and I didn't took this like a personal greeting. I just took this like this place talks by itself.
It's unique.
Yeah, it's unique. You just need to like not you just need to show, and it's not about showing like only good things, because usually in the tour I show you like our good things, I show you our problems, I show you our lifestyle, and that's what people like. I think in the most part of the people they don't and even if they come here to see tourists, they come out from here like seeing totally different how the favelas work, and that's my personal view. And if I would like give you a general view, I think most part of the people they think the same, and they see it as an opportunity of business. So that's why it's the favela tours, they are growing. So many people they are trying to make these products like I think for live. Because they can like be independent right now. They can stop to work to someone else, forget a minimum salary for having their own business, showing the people their lives here.
But that's a great outcome of this situation, that there are benefits for you, people living here. But I'm more asking about the people who are coming here. are they really trying to understand what is happening here, or they are more like, you know, favela is something unique, it's something like dangerous because it has like a bad press, but are we really trying to get into that, understand what are the dynamics that are like happening here? Do you have that impression, or this is like not very often?
To be truth, I cannot like speak to the people that come here, but what I see about the questions that they do, about the things that they tell me in the end, is that they really think that like the places like it's a really good about more culture, you know. So the people that come to me, they want to play football with the kids here. They want to see good views. They want to eat good food. And that's the thing. That's the same thing that you want to do at Paris, you know? And that's it. They don't want or they don't ask me to see, these things. Even the thing about the picture of Vilnius is like, we talk in the tour, but that's not the main focus of the tour. It's just, one thing that make part of a big group. I don't know if,
I know you loved being here, and you mentioned that even before our discussion, but there are like moments that you are like really fed up with this place, looking for some other opportunities and trying to see something that's beyond.
so I grew up in this place, and for a long time of my life, I like didn't used to go out of here. So I used to know is this place. For one side, it's quite good because I have like everything for doing here. Like you have everything you need in this place, but it's a bad thing. You think this is like the whole world. So this way, that's my place. Like I carry this place so we have a words here, to say that you come from a place like this. We call Kria. Kria. That means you call a place like this. And like to be a Kria is not only, about living in this place. It's like carrying this place with you. I have an example. For example, Adriano. Adriano, it's a guy that come from a favela in the north zone of Rio. And when he used to live like in Italy for playing to Inter, he used to like carry the culture of the place. You knew this guy or from the same place as you. Like you as a kid, coming from a favela, you were seeing a guy that come from the same place as you, like having a really, really good life. So it's, I think, you have to think in this place, not like a war zone, okay? But I think you have to allow the kids, the people from here to dream and living in a better place. Cause, independence of where we are, we always want to live in a better place, you know? Even if you're being, I don't know, in, Seattle, you want to live in Miami. Even you're living in like,
No, you are completely right. The greener grass is on always on the other side, right?
And that's the thing. So it's completely possible to construct a life here. It's completely possible, like the pass in your house. If you have your work, you construct a good house here, and you have a good life here with your family. But like, why you cannot like live in a build like this that costs billions? Why you cannot buy apartments and live alone? You know, like. The idea is always try to get better, but it's about not forget like the base of what you are. So to be truth, for me, if I get like 50 millions tomorrow, I would buy an apartment there and like live there, but I would live here too. So, you know, and even if I don't get like 50 millions tomorrow and I pass all my life here, that would be like completely okay. I just like, would have a good house too. I would just have a comfortable life too. Like, I love like this city in general. So, and living here, that doesn't mean you cannot be all see.
So has life taught you anything like specific here that you could never learn or being taught somewhere else?
Like they have to do a lot with only few resources. Like here, you are if the world is a run, like for studies, for work, or for everything, we start like way in the last positions, you know, because even the access, you have access to education, you have schools, but when you go to try to apply to university here, you go to do an exam, you know that like the studies you had, they were not comparable to the studies that people with more money that had. Sometimes you were the person and your not sometimes, like in the most part of the times, you are the person in your family that have more studies. Like even if you have only the high school or the middle school. In the past, the things they were way harder than right now. So we can say now that things are getting better and that people are having more access to basic things in general. So, like when I was in the school, I only had the basics too. I had my notebook, I had my pencil, and I had to do like everything with this. So that's the thing. I went to the university and knowing that like I were like the same or way better of all the people that were like around in the same class of me in university, because I needed to do like 3-4 times more with 3-4 times less, you know. And the many people from here, most part of the people from here, they think the same. So that's the thing here. We have problems. We have to find a solution for the problems.
So you are trying to say that people here can be more persistent, determined.
Yeah, they have to be. They have to be. That's the thing. Like all my friends, they have the same life in me. For example, you don't have like if you're trying to go up, you don't have anyone like helping you
Lifting you up.
lifting you up.
Yeah.
You have to like bring the people up with you. That's the biggest difference. And we know this, and it's okay, and we have to deal with this. And so that's why family here is so important. Cause like it's something you cannot like let how long?
Can you be yourself here, or do you need to wear some kind of mask to survive in a like so fast-paced dynamics?
No, you have to be yourself here. Like it cannot be like two faces. You can have it can give you like really big problems. We call dois papos. Dois papos. Dois papos. Like two conversations. Okay? So you have to be yourself like every time. Like if I talk to you something and talk to another one a different thing, like that's not good. That's not good for you here. So papo reto, like straight conversation. You have to talk what to do and what bother you, what makes you good. Like I learned to be like this, to be truth with the people, because otherwise they can leave you parents here.
But still being yourself, are there like things you cannot talk about? Yeah, like taboo.
Taboo? Like in which sense?
Every sense, like are there things like cannot be like right now? Are there any topics, for example, you cannot talk about?
Like every like, for example, the taboo I can think is like about the drug dealers that control here, but all the information is they are really like they are really public, you know, like through like musics that everybody listen, or through in a search in Google. All of these like it's known. People know about this, but like they think for sure like there's something that we learned since we are kids. It's like you cannot like denounce like states. You cannot denounce because that's not good. So, but like in general, it's way more free to live here than you think. More paranormal use more like marijuana than outside of the city. Okay, but it's hard to. I don't think we have a taboo, something that nobody thinks. There's something like when I work when the thing you talk to me about the checkups that we use having this it's more when we are with the tourists, and it's not. It's more for protecting the favela too, because in the past we used to have a lot of people, like for example, like you did a tour,
the check-in section.
Yes,
what you are the first.
like you did a tour here, and you learn like a little bit how that works here, and then you're gonna read more things in internet, and you're gonna start to work as a guide telling our story here. It was happening a lot. It's like people from outside coming here to explore the same users. And that's a way of like protecting more the people from here. But that's why only the people that are from here can bring you to their places. But for this, you have to do a check-in. and for avoid like you coming alone and going to the same places too, for record the face of the people, for record the house of the people, for avoid people that were coming near for seeing bullets, for seeing things like this. So that's a way of make give more security to the people here in the favela. Okay, that's why you have to do a checking, like because if you have to do a checking in the Christ, in the sugar loaf, you need to do a checking here, because we are putting ourselves in a place of being respected tourist spots. So we have the
risk spots. Why risk spot?
risk.
Yeah, you said risk spots. Risk spots because of the weapon there, because of the drug dealers, and that's related to not taking any pictures, video.
It's not about like they are not risk spots. They are risk spots because they are. What can I say? They can have some problems with the tourists that don't respect the rules. Like, sure, you're not gonna die here, but it's more about like, for example, the rule in these places is not taking pictures. Why not taking pictures? Because we're gonna see like these guys like there in the streets, and the rule is that we are not allowed to take pictures of them, and that's the rule. So sometimes it's risky because we have always to pay attention if the tourists they remember of the rule or it's something like this. But what can happen in this case is like deletes the picture or something like this, and like it's more about administration punishment. So I will stay like 1 month without work because I didn't respect the rules or something like this.
What's the biggest luxury here? Like for the people, is it like education, safety, the future? What is the main consideration?
Many. Like the education is one of it. Like since we have the schools like for free to go, I don't know if I'm right, but in the number, but I think only 60%. It can be less. Only 60% of the people in general they finish the high school. Talking about Brazil, so the number in favela can be less. Why they don't finish the school? Because when you start to get like 15 years old, 16 years old, it starts to grow an oppression in the house for help, for like work, for help like to buy food and everything. Because there is in the most part of the cases like insecurity of food. Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to talk about is like sometimes it's not about like having not starving. It's not about starving, no. But it's about like sometimes it's hard to you don't have like money to buy like a chicken or meat or something like this, or like if the people don't keeps like help all the families, it starts to be hard just for one person, just for the mother or anything. So as sooner possible, the kids they can work. The government tried to help in these cases, like giving some money right now to the kids that complete the school, or having some projects of offer works with half of the hour. But that's still a problem for the people here. So the education can be a problem. And when you stop to study for get a work that we're gonna get like a minimum salary, the risk.
What's the minimum salary?
1,500
Gross.
Reais, yes, in a month.
Gross, before taxation.
Yes. And how much sooner you stop to study for working like this, the attendance is like you working on basis like this. You understand? So you don't have a perspective to grow.
But was it that reason also tempting you to join some of, a criminal group, becoming a drug dealer because of the easy money? Wasn't you tempted?
I don't know. I don't think it's easy money. Like it's quite risky, But the thing is, a lot of this comes from the families, like the structure of the families. I say sometimes you don't have like someone in a house for support you. Sometimes you have to be the support, and sometimes you have that mixed with the problems of education. Sometimes you don't have like education for get a better job, so you need to something like right now, and that's the thing right now. You can get some money, and help home and everything, and help yourself. For sure, there are some people that are there because they wanted to feel the power to have a gun and everything, but that's not the most part. So I think that reflects a lot about the main problem of Brazil is that inequality. A lot of people don't have like just enough for live, so they're gonna try to enter in the place.
When it comes to you, haven't been you tempted to start doing that?
So that's about the thing I told you about me and my friend Fakir when I was a kid. I found a social project, so there I had like a group, supporting group. Yeah, there like there we could help each other every time. So there I had many opportunities. We used to receive some classes of English of people, volunteers that used to come here, spend some time. We teach them capoeira. They teach us English. This way I could learn. I could have these opportunities to learn something else. It's not everybody that has. And I had like myself. I did the efforts to learn this. I did the efforts to be present in the group. So these projects helped me a lot, and helped a lot of people that were in the same group. That were my friends and everything. So in Rocinha, we have around 250 social projects of everything, of capoeira, of languages, of football. So they are usually done for people that grew up here and they were trying to give back to the favela in some way. So they're gonna teach the kids, like try to give a future to them, something them to hold up, like some hope. Okay, so yeah, you have if you want to before to live the efforts, you can go out in one of these projects and you can like learn things that are gonna be useful for your life. But the thing is more like complicated. It's not only this. Okay, so me, I had the chance like to have my mother that wanted me to study, to have the social projects that gave me opportunities. So that's why I can speak like language today, and that's why I can like have a better work.
Right. Last but not least question, I'm curious about those. What happiness?
Like happiness, it's like to see that I can like I'm quite happy today because if today I can get a little bit more money than in the past, so today I can go to a restaurant, I can eat something, I can go to the beach, I can take a chair, I can pay for an umbrella, I can like go into a party like that. That's the thing about it's not being rich. It's about to be free to do whatever you want. And it's not about you. It's about like the people around you too. So it's really good to see my friend. That had the same problems than me in the past. Now we can go like we could travel to Europe. We could go to Disneyland. Like if you talk to two guys from the favela, they went to Disneyland. Like it's totally it was crazy for us to be like this. And but even with this, sometimes we still have something in the head that are telling you that you don't deserve to be in some places. Right? And happiness is like to understand that you can be like you can be anywhere like that you want. You know, you can see that place. You can just go there. You can enter. You can be like everywhere. Like it's more about freedom. Like the happiest man in the world is the most freedom in the world. It's about this, and it's about money too. But it's about like have the confidence that understand that you don't owe anything to anyone. It's more about free. And that's the thing. Like I could have the same thing like being a drug dealer, like making some money, be like have had some power, but would not be free. I couldn't go to the beach there and enjoy the view, you know. So that's one of the things.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing your perspective and for the discussion like this. And it was really inspiring meeting you, talking to you with that spectacular view of the favela. Thank you very much.